Action Film Autopsy.
Oh,
Ho!
the holidays
Ho!
at my house. The holidays at my house. That's what that's like. Little look inside of our minds. Awesome job, man.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the intro. What is going on? We have the legend amongst us. That's right. Author. That's right. Martial Arts Hall of Famer. That's right. Rick Myers, Kung Fu Santa. That's right. That's right. Palm Strike, baby. That's right.
Yeah, over there, everybody. I mean, no, it's over there. Oh, where am I going? I'm trying to go. I'm just keep going. There we go. Over there. Over there is martial arts. Over there is badass.
Oh, shit.
Over
That's
here
right.
is Kung Fu good ass.
That's right.
So it's Enter the Phat Samurai and Enter the Phat Dragon. Hey,
I like that.
Title for this.
Yeah, maybe. But today, it's Action Film Autopsy. Rick and the Fat Man. That's the bootleg title for today. And you guys watching are going to help us out. We need a brand new title for this podcast to keep it going. So let us know in the comments. You can let us know right now during the show and at the end, and also on social media as well. You guys can let us know titles. And then the next episode, the title we pick, we'll definitely give you a shout out as well.
Yeah, that's
all right.
Now remember,
it's your boy Phat Samurai Guy hanging out. Let's see who is here.
Yeah, who's here?
Amongst
Hello, everybody.
us. Who do we have?
To the
Jake
Super
Hall,
Action Films.
AJ Mason, Government Cheese, John Martinez, the Sexy Sumo. Robert, what's going on? We got Darren here. Oh yeah, Gilbert, Perry. All the legends are coming in here. Hold on, let me get this going here. And actually, I'll wait on that. But we are here to talk about movies, TV shows, and fight scenes. The good and the bad and the ugly.
For the last 5 years, I did Action Film Autopsy podcast. And it just got to a point that without being able to talk to my friend Phat Samurai, I couldn't put 2 words together. So he was kind enough to say, yeah, let's move the podcast onto that Phat Samurai Guy's channel, YouTube channel. That's where we are now.
That's right.
And so what this is what I did on the podcast and what now we're both doing, which is we're looking at action movies and action streams and action TV from an action standpoint. We're not talking about so much of the movies or the TV shows or the streaming things. We're talking about the action in them. And yes. I realized I've been doing this now for 60 years. This is the 60th anniversary of James Bond, Dr. No, came out in 1962. And that's got me started. That was my first adult movie. And I've been analyzing fight scenes ever since, to the point where, worked with DreamWorks, worked with Universal, working with Illumination, gave a lecture in front of Walt Disney. And so now here we are to do it again.
That's right. And
so let's do it.
Let's do it. So before we kick it off, we're going to talk about Reacher, the Book of Boba Fett, the 355, all that good stuff. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and watch the trailer. We're going to do a first trailer reaction of the day. We have 3 today. And if something goes wrong, it goes black, you lose the feed, blame YouTube. Okay? But we are doing it correctly. That's right. We're going to do picture-in-picture action, making it transformative and adding our commentary. So we're in the right. But if we disappear, it's not our fault. Okay, guys?
We'll be back.
Yeah. We'll be back. Yes.
Right after the trailer finishes. And by the way, I purposely didn't look at these trailers until now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't seen them either. So let's go ahead and
what are we doing first?
Bring it up.
I know what we're doing first. Because if anybody has seen me on Versus on that Phat Samurai Guy's channel, you know that I always dress for what we're talking about. So obviously the first trailer is going to be DC. Yes? Are you frozen, Phat? Phat is frozen, or am I frozen? Who's frozen? Oh my gosh, we're blanking already.
Yeah, hold on.
There you go.
Little lag. Sorry about that, guys.
But we're doing DC first, yes? DC.
Yes, we're doing DC first. All right, here we go. Let me bring it up. Boom. All right. Let me blow it up for everybody watching here.
Hey, babe, check this out.
Oh, we have to get through these
Amazon
ads.
first, yeah. I have to go through the 4 seconds.
Alexa, it's game day.
Streaming football on Prime.
There we go. All right, here we go. Let me blow it up. Let's have some fun. Stop it. Stop it. All right, we got to get it right. We got to get it right. All right, here we go. Make sure picture action here. All right, here we go, guys. Let's watch the DC Movies official The World Needs Heroes trailer. And it looks like it's a little bit of a mishmash, of what's coming out this year. So let's check it out.
Let's do it.
The Batman.
Who are you under there?
The Catwoman.
What are you hiding?
My son dreamt of a better world. That's
All right.
why he saved me.
I got him.
Man, it looks great.
You can go
Oh,
to
yeah.
any timeline, any universe.
I was
Fight
Michael
to
Keaton.
save this one.
All right.
What could be greater than a king?
Momoa.
A hero.
Let's go, DC.
There's Shazam.
If we don't stand up, no one will.
Come with us.
Whoa.
This world out there.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Was that Dr.
Waiting for
Fate?
you.
There he is. There he is without a mask. Yeah, that was Dr. Fate.
Are you in?
Only in theaters. All right. Let's do a little trailer breakdown now. Let's go back here. Wow. Well, the Batman.
Yeah.
Those trailers have already looked really good. So,
But I see what they're doing here. The last bunch of Batman trailers makes it look unbelievably violent and mindless. Here they're trying to put a little more soul into it.
okay. Well, you get the other flavors, right? You got Aquaman, you got the Flash here, like you said.
But also the stuff they showed from Batman was mostly the relationship with the cat.
Right. Man, he looks great. He looks great right there. Oh my goodness.
You're the best.
What do you think of the Flash's suit?
I don't care. It's fine. I mean, I like the Flash TV show. I like him as the Flash.
Right.
But again, for me, it's all how the movie turns out.
Right. Hopefully the movie's good.
If the costuming sucks, that means something seriously wrong.
Is the same director doing Aquaman? Is it still James Wan?
I don't know. I'll have to look it up after this.
Okay.
I can look it up now.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was such a big hit. The last one, I'm sure he's the same director. I'd be surprised if they got somebody else.
Unless he didn't want to do it.
That's true. That's true. That's a great shot here. Looking cool.
Yep. Yeah, still James Wan.
Okay, good.
But again, no Shazam. No Shazam 2.
Is that supposed to come out this year as well?
I thought it was.
Okay.
I mean, they produced it.
Maybe they push it back. You never know.
Yeah, because
That's a pretty cool shot right here, Flash.
Yeah, they have a direction for this stuff.
Right.
They're taking.
I'm rooting for DC, man. I'm rooting. I want them to really hit the theaters and everybody hard. I want them to succeed this year.
Here's the situation. Well, let's finish.
Is this Hawkman?
See, yeah, that's Hawkman, of course.
Okay.
Who else would that be?
I don't know. I don't know.
Want DC to succeed, but you don't know
this. There he is, Dr. Fate. Oh, he looks great, man.
And then also they're going to show That's him. That's also Dr. Fate.
Okay, so he's being played by Pierce Brosnan.
Being played by Bond, yes.
Is this the Atom right here?
It looks that way.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Black
All right, cool.
The Atom, not Adam.
Right. All right. I like it. I like what I'm seeing.
Here's the situation. I was very heartened by this trailer.
Okay.
Because DC, is next year now, I believe. Thank you, MKF30.
Thanks, MK.
They're taking a stand. Here's the situation. Marvel has Feige, which we'll get into in a second.
Okay.
DC not only doesn't have a Feige, it doesn't want a Feige. It wants all these different creators to do what they want when they want it. Also, DC is famous for interfering with their directors, which is not something Feige necessarily does. He gets the team around him first. He trusts the team, and they're all pushing in the same direction. As you can
Right.
see with DC, everybody's pushing in every direction. But I don't have a problem with that because it's very wise of them not to try to compete with Marvel, because you
Yeah.
can't.
Right. Do their own
You
thing.
can't. If they try to copy Marvel and do what Marvel's doing, which means makes really heartfelt, warm, wonderful movies that touches the audience and makes them laugh, cry, and cheer, they won't succeed because Marvel has had a 10-year head start.
Right.
So yeah, they are doubling down on their find original ideas, original voices, and let them do it. In other words, you can see how DC works in terms of how they work with Zack Snyder. Because first, Zack Snyder was their golden boy. He could do no wrong. And suddenly he could do no right. Then he could do no wrong again. Then he could do no right again. Now he's back to doing not wrong or right, but what Zack wants.
Right.
So they said, fuck it. Because, after Joker and after all this other stuff, they said, it's just like our comics. Our comics have been around for decades longer than Marvel. Lots of different artists, lots of different styles, lots of different writers, lots of different approaches. Look at Batman's history. I saw recently on the web, I saw somebody did a drawing of all the different Batmen throughout the history of Batman, watching the trailer for the new Batman movie. Yeah. So yeah, let's go. They're in a no lose. They realize through Zack Snyder they can't lose. All they have to do is make it and release it.
Right.
Because we'll all go see it.
Yeah.
DC haters will go see it.
Right.
So
it's true. Yeah.
Don't try to copy. Do your own path.
Do your own thing. Yeah, I agree.
And that's the way I was as a kid. When I first went to the store to get the comic books, I would get DC until I got really tired of DC, and then Marvel showed up and was like, wow.
Yeah.
And now look, you know me, I'm an and guy. I'm not an or guy. I want them both.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. And speaking of that, we're about to move on to the other trailers, right?
That's it. Yeah. That's time to change. Oh, Greg Garlou says the guy running isn't the Atom, it's the Atom Smasher. Okay.
Atom Smasher. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
And now,
appreciate that.
Marvel shirt.
Marvel shirt time. All right, cool. Well, in terms of trailers, I mean, hopefully Morbius is entertaining, but I'm not like going crazy over it. Hopefully it's a good movie, but this I'm actually kind of excited for. The Doctor Strange, man. So let's go and get into it. Let's do it.
And this is the new trailer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I have Strange on this one? No, I don't.
Because Sam Raimi's coming back.
I love Sam. My best friend.
I know.
Come on.
All right. I gotta get it right. Yeah. You met Sam?
No, my best friend is friends with Sam.
Oh, nice. All right, guys, here we go. Let's check out the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness official trailer number 1. Let's do it.
Every night, I dream the same dream. Then,
Whoa.
the nightmare begins.
Let's go. Let's get darker, Marvel. This is what I want.
I did what I had to do to protect our world. You cannot control everything, Strange. You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
It was referencing the Spider-Man movie, right?
Wanda.
Yes and no.
What do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right. I'm sorry, Stephen.
Yeah, I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's back.
Desecration of reality
Ooh.
will not go unpunished.
Whoa.
We should tell him the truth.
Who was that?
I don't know. Whoa.
Things just got out of hand.
Yeah.
What if?
Yeah.
You break the rules.
Oh,
You become a hero. I
it was Marvel, isn't it?
He did. Uh-oh.
That doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, Ms. Marvel.
Oh my God, that looks great. Oh my God. Ho ho!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Now
Man.
I'm worried.
Oh no.
I'm worried now.
Why?
Is it going to be too much? Is it going to be incomprehensible? I doubt it, but still.
Right. We're going to too many different dimensions.
So much. Well, I trust them. I mean, after more than 10 years, I trust them.
Yeah.
And I trust Sam Raimi, you know,
Right.
because he created this basically with Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
wonder who's getting tortured
Again,
right there.
look at all of this stuff. You know, I always say, if anything is possible, nothing is interesting. So I'm hoping all of this is anchored and it's not just wild visuals for the sake of wild visuals.
Right. I'm sure they have a plan.
I
mean,
wouldn't be surprised. And also, the writer of this was also a writer on Rick and Morty.
okay.
So they're used to this multidimensional stuff
Okay.
and also have a sense of humor about it.
So, I mean, Wong, you got Wong here talking to him.
Yeah, it is connected to No Way Home.
Right. What he did in No Way Home. Correct. Look at this. So I wonder, is this because of No Way Home? Is the different worlds ripping apart? Like,
There's
what do we
no
look?
way, that's the issue. There's no way of knowing.
Right.
We
Until we
have-
see them.
I'm going to be curious to see what the final running time is.
Now, this was his love interest from the
That's
original
right.
film, right?
And that was a multidimensional. She was dead in this one, but in the other parts,
Right.
she's alive and may be married to him, but something happens at the end of the marriage,
Gotcha.
the end of the ceremony.
I did see that What If episode.
Right.
It's great seeing Wanda though.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch.
She's
yeah,
amazing.
both. Yeah.
So it looks like man, look at it. We got different creatures.
Yep.
Definitely a lot more fantasy based, that's cool. I don't have any issues with that.
Well, you know, the Eternals and everything else is just
Yeah.
opened up the Marvel universe to such a enormous aperture at this point. You never know.
I'm so glad he's back because I felt like, you know, especially at the end of the original Doctor Strange movie, at the very end, you had that extra scene
Right.
of him turning. So, you know, going to the dark side. So I'm glad. I feel like there's so many movies that came out after that. I was just like, what happened to his character?
Now, wait a minute. You know, again, he's reasonable. He hasn't
Okay.
said anything that isn't true. And that's what's so interesting about the What If Strange,
Right.
Evil Strange.
Yeah.
So he has contended all along that Strange is the villain.
Right.
Well,
What is
meaning
going
villain
on?
is still the villain.
Right. What is going on here?
I want to know who says this to him. I don't recognize the voice.
Chat, let us know if you know who's talking.
That's going to be a big reveal, I bet, whoever the Shadow is. I don't think it's
We have multiple chairs up here. There's multiple people
yeah,
sitting here.
it might be from Loki, the villain in Loki.
Oh, at the very end?
Yeah, what's his name?
I forgot his name. Chat, you know what I'm talking about. The very end of the
Kang the Conqueror.
Yes.
I don't think that's Kang. It didn't sound like Kang.
Right.
It might be.
It might be.
Bad.
Right. It might be.
or a big good. You don't know. Who's this other guy? Who's the
I don't know, but is this a creature we got here? We got
What?
all kinds of crazy shit going on.
they're in tight. The one who
Man, the
whoever the other
visuals,
person is.
the visuals are insane. But yeah, evil Doctor Strange. Let's go. I'm all for this.
Right.
Let's do it.
Again, he's not evil. He's dark side strange.
Dark Side. Yeah, Dark Side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if Darkseid Strange is battling Wanda here.
Possible, because that's the good Wanda. As you'll notice later on in the trailer, it's Wanda versus Scarlet Witch, or approaches Scarlet Witch. That's Wanda.
Right.
Scarlet Witch is in the costume, is in the uniform.
Yeah, these characters, I'm not sure.
Well, that's
obvious. They
Miss
keep seeing these characters, so
Yeah.
maybe they'll be introduced, obviously, in this movie.
Well, you would think, yeah.
Hopefully.
Not gonna introduce them. Yeah, you just accept them. The Archers, yeah.
Yeah, there's those same characters again.
Yeah,
And chat, remind us who this is. I keep getting the name wrong.
that's the character from the Suicide Squad. No,
You're fine.
no, it's not.
Man, visuals are insane.
Well, that's what they can do nowadays. We're
What do
going
you
to
think we got going here? Strange we got a little bit of a BVS Superman thing going here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. He may be facing his ultimate fate of being a conqueror himself.
Right.
To distinguish between his good and bad sides. There we go. And again, there's Wanda and Scarlet Witch in the same shot.
Yeah, this is so interesting.
It's awesome.
And there we go. That's what I want to see. They're throwing down.
But again,
There he is.
yeah, and again,
Is he throwing down or is he rescuing him?
it's hard to say. All I know is I know sword play, and I hate that kind of sword play. In other words, it looks like he's trying to cleave Strange in the middle of the head, and Strange is blocking it. But both of those moves are pretty rudimentary and obvious. But again, and there goes Miss Marvel with her fist. But she can get away with the fist.
Is that who this is?
That's Miss Marvel, I bet.
Okay.
I'm betting you.
Oh man, it looks great.
They're going to introduce her show before the movie comes out.
Okay. Look at that. Man.
Yeah, awesome. It's all animation now. We'll be getting into this in Boba Fett, where, I'm having a terrible time finding out who choreographed the fight scenes in each episode of Boba Fett. And I think because they have to do it all animated now.
Maybe, yeah. It's
All
possible.
animation.
Who do you think this is right here?
I thought that was strange the first time I looked at it.
Yeah. Probably.
Could be wrong.
Whoa.
That could be Ultimate Dark Strange. Or
could be, yeah. His final form.
Or the big bad.
All right. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, I have a concern about this too.
Okay.
Because to my mind, Doctor Strange is the best proponent of kung fu in movies today and in the universe. However, Spider-Man took over in No Way Home. In the first Doctor Strange movie, he was kung fu all the way. He kept on saying there's got to be a better way than doing all this mystical martial arts. And at the end, he finds the kung fu way. So if he has to give up kung fu now and just, but we'll see. Again, Marvel loves touching your heart. It loves to get you to laugh, cry, and cheer. And so I'm sure they're aiming for that. And I am so happy for Sam Raimi, because if you know the history of Sam Raimi, he was Universal Studios' whipping boy. And Sam is such a nice guy. And he didn't realize that they were screwing with him. They were screwing with him bad. Just look at the history of what they did to him. And so, but he took it. He took it all, and he sort of went, all right, I'll do. And then, what happened with Spider-Man 3, same sort of situation. They kind of set him up because they could, because that's the way a lot of guys in Hollywood work. If you're willing to be victimized by them, they'll victimize you. And Spider-Man 3, that was Sam being victimized again. And again, him taking it on the chin and saying, I'll take the responsibility and walking away into the room and closing the door. So the fact they're bringing it back, and Marvel treats their people great. Unless, of course, it's somebody like Edgar Wright who wants to be in total control. And Marvel says, no, this is a team. We're the Marvel team up.
Right,
So
right.
you don't mind, we're gonna go another way. And again, Edgar Wright said that, you know, they separated amicably. But you also notice that whoever works for Marvel suddenly does a great movie or does a great TV show. But we'll get into Boba Fett. So we'll see.
Right.
I'm hoping that Doctor Strange remains kung fu-ish.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man had to teach him in No Way Home because Doctor Strange was getting tunnel vision.
Right. No, just send him back. Fuck it, kill him. Send him back.
Badass speaks again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Miss America. All right.
Miss America.
Thank you.
Thank you, great. That's why the chat Movie Dojo Army's got our backs. Alan says, why did that sound like Patrick Stewart? Are we bringing in the X-Men now?
Oh,
is that Professor X?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me do my little. Where's my emoji of my mind blowing? That's awesome, man. Oh,
yeah.
That's a great idea. What a great idea.
Nice call, Alan. Yeah. Now we got to go back and listen to it later, another time for sure.
Sound like him, boy. I know that guy's voice, but hey, they could be modulating it. But Marvel does that. You saw what they did in No Way Home, taking out the other two Spider-Men from the trailer.
Right.
So they could have modulated Professor X's voice very easily. Oh, they always lie in the trailer. That's awesome.
So Night One says Strange Supreme. Artisan says it looks like Baron Zemo. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Chat's on fire. They're on fire, hanging out with us. But yeah, we have to go back again and see if I'll later. We'll watch the trailer again on our own. Looks great. Trailer looks great. It looks epic.
I'm excited.
Epic, so
I'm excited. I might even go to the movie theaters. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready? Let's check out Moon Knight. And hopefully, I got my fingers crossed for this one, because we can have our Christmas episodes when you got Hawkeye looking into the tree and he sees a really bad golden CGI owl, and we can have the feels and the funs and all that stuff. But hey, Marvel's not just about feels and the fun, the feels and the fun. We can bring in a little bit of the dark. It's fine, Marvel. It's okay to bring in some dark elements. It's fine.
Fat dragon kung fu.
Variety. It's okay to have variety in Marvel. It's fine.
Well, they're yin yang. They very
yeah. All right, here we go.
Moon Knight.
All right, Moon Knight. Let's do it.
Moon Knight.
This is fun.
This is awesome. 39 seconds. Okay.
Oh, okay. 39. Let me make sure I turn the volume back on here. Just doing a little bit of loading here.
Yep, of course. On stream now.
Stop it.
Oh yeah, you're still on silent. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right, here we go. Boom.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Moon Knight official teaser. Damn it!
I can't tell the difference.
Damn it! These 30-second trailers. That looked awesome.
A lot to digest.
God dang it!
Again, my concern is too much. Is it too much? But it won't be. It won't be.
Yeah. No, it should be fine. It's a TV series. Hopefully, they don't, blow it.
It's not going to be just random shit.
Oh God. Okay. Oh, just more him in the suit, just wrecking shop. I will be there. But yeah, this could be the god behind it. Do you think?
Exactly.
But yeah, I thought it was very interesting that he's dealing with the multiple. What is it called again?
Multiverse.
I forgot the condition he has in the comic books. We talked about this last time in the first trailer.
Schizophrenia for the most part.
Yeah, that's right. Like Ethan Hawke, man. I've said this before that I wasn't growing up. I wasn't really a fan of Ethan Hawke. It's not like I didn't like him. I just wasn't really interested. The older I get now, the more movies I watch of him now, I'm like, Ethan Hawke is a good actor, man. Like, I like him now. It's weird how that happens sometimes.
He always spoke very highly of you.
But yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Some conflict, inner turmoil.
Yeah.
Yes. Embrace the chaos. Oh my God.
This looks just
Oh.
The weapon is so cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love the whole concept of he wants you to see him coming.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Look at that. Oh my God.
You can see that. I mean, it looks like they're in France at the Louvre.
Oh, please don't disappoint me, please.
Oh, come on, you'll be fine. One of the big problems with Marvel nowadays, and you've been noticing this too, people have gotten extremely spoiled to the point where, we're going to be talking about that with Mando FETT as well. People have gotten spoiled that it's not 100% genius all the time. It's like, oh, it sucks. It doesn't, but we've gotten spoiled. That's the problem with spoiling your audience, because now they want, now they are super sensitive to any imagined slight. Kind of like, oh, I hate you now. Yeah, I did that,
not everyone.
Not everyone. When I wrote for the National Enquirer, I created a child of the new generation, who loves something so passionately that the moment they imagined that whatever they loved did them wrong in some way, they would destroy it. And that's what's happening on the internet now with everybody. Oh, we're so mad. Oh, controversy. But anyway, so yeah, I'm excited about all the new Star Wars stuff. I'm excited about all the new Marvel stuff. I'm excited. I'm not excited by the DC stuff, but I'm. And I'll be going.
You're intrigued. You're intrigued.
Yeah. I'm not even intrigued. I will see it, and I'll make my decision then. But I don't get excited for anything other than Marvel. I don't even get excited for Pixar or Disney anymore. But Marvel and Star Wars, I'm going, they're doing this to me. The guy who's been doing this for 60 years old, we'll be talking about it again for Boba Fett. Like, they took all their inspirations from all the stuff I loved as a kid, as I grew up. All the Westerns, all the samurai, everything. And it's like, and you could also tell that they loved it too. Unlike sometimes DC and other guys who just exploit it because they know, all they have to do is feed raw meat to the audience. There's Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and there's McDonald's. And they both have their audiences. But so I get excited about going to a great steakhouse. I do not get excited about going to McDonald's at this point.
Right. No, I got you.
There you go.
I got you.
So
but I mean, for those of you that know Samurai Guy and been watching a lot of my videos, I have issues with Marvel, Rick. I'm sorry. I have issues, man.
That's why I'm here. You're badass. I'm good at it.
I'm just saying. I just want to get that out there. Like, I love Marvel, but then sometimes I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because it disappoints you. But I come from a different perspective.
Right, gotcha. Alan says, "Have you seen?" Oh, you know what? I didn't get a chance to see that trailer. Alan, have you seen this trailer, Rick?
No, I have not.
It's called The Adam Project.
Oh, no, I did see it tonight. Well, I was watching the Super Bowl before I came here.
How's it look? Is what Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, it looks like a Ryan Reynolds joint.
Okay. All right.
It's fun. There's one wonderful moment in it, but it's a classic Ryan Reynolds. If you watched Red Notice on Netflix, you'll notice what he, The Rock, and other people are doing. They're just having fun. So it doesn't have to be realistic anymore. We're seeing a Zack Snyder movie. We're seeing a Rock movie. We're seeing a Ryan Reynolds movie. Did you see Free Guy?
I didn't get a chance to see Free Guy.
Ryan Reynolds.
But I hate Red Notice, by the way.
But the important thing is they don't care. They just
I know they don't care. They're getting billions of dollars.
I'm telling
All right.
everybody on Netflix, there's an Indian cop action movie starting with SOORVA something. Look it up. It's a ludicrous, hilarious movie where it's all navel gazing and it's all nonsense. But at the end of the movie has 3 Bollywood musical numbers. And watch the end credit musical number because it tells you all you need to know about what The Rock and Ryan Reynolds and others are doing now. The song's lyrics is, I do what I want, go fuck yourself.
Oh, I have to see this. What's it called again?
It's I'll look it up, but it's
Okay.
Just go to Netflix, type in SOOR.
Okay. It'll pop up.
Maybe even
this sounds amazing.
It is amazing. It only gets more amazing the more you watch it.
All right. Rick,
All right.
what's up first?
What do you want to do? We've got, do you want to do Reacher? I guess we should save 355 for last. Reacher.
I have not seen that, so that's all you. So yeah,
What,
you want to
Reacher
do it
or
last.
355?
355.
Yeah, it's going to be all me, trust me.
Okay.
And, or do you want to do Mando FETT first?
We could do Reacher first.
Let's do Reacher.
Yeah.
Do you
let's
have,
do
you
Reacher.
have a little intro?
No. We could just chill out on no video or anything.
Reacher.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the show.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Did you read
I
any
enjoyed
of the
it.
books?
No, I did not read the books. I only seen the first Tom Cruise movie. I have not seen the second one.
It's terrible. Don't watch it.
And that's what I heard, so I didn't even bother. I like the fight with the bullies outside the bar in the first movie, but everything else in that first movie felt kind of generic.
Tom Cruise's job in that movie was to make you think he was 6'5".
Ah.
He failed.
He did. Yeah,
He had the attitude, but he doesn't have the depth of acting talent to pull that off.
Right.
So he did.
Right.
The second one was a mess. The first one was fine.
Right. Yeah.
But somebody said this, and I agreed with them, that the problems with the Reacher Amazon show are the same problems as it was with the Reacher novel it's based on, which was the first of the Reacher novels.
Okay.
And so as a pulp writer, as a guy who's written, I don't know how many novels I've written at this point. It's probably 24 novels, and all in genres. Reacher, the Amazon adaptation of Reacher was just like touched my heart.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I had problems. I've not written. I don't want to make that mistake. I've read a bunch of the Reacher novels, and I've had problems with them because he has a problem. He has a problem with plotting. He has a problem with being obvious. He has a problem with having these wild coincidences. But still, you can tell that people once asked me why people liked Mary Higgins Clark's novels. She said, my writer friends would say she's a terrible writer. And I said, it doesn't matter because you can tell that she's 110% behind every word on the page, even if it's the wrong word. Even if she could have chosen a better word, she's still behind it. She tells stories, and that's what Lee Childs does with Reacher. So again, just like Marvel, what I could tell with the Reacher Amazon show is that whoever made this loves Reacher, loves Lee Child, wanted to do it. This was an authentic recreation. They padded a bit because they understand that we're still mostly stuck inside, and they want to keep us going and give us plenty. So it's padded, but not padded the way the Marvel Netflix shows were. But it's still great, so loving. He has not quite, the actor has not quite, he's not as old, he's not quite as big or as old as the Reacher is in the book, but he's close enough. And he's not a good enough actor yet to completely embody Reacher, but you can tell he's getting there.
Yeah.
Having a good
Nice.
That thing from the first episode where he goes, "You guys recycle?" Where he breaks the
He just broke the zip tie.
Yeah, broke the zip tie. Yeah. I hated it when he was arrested because normally I thought, just wade through these guys. Don't let them arrest you. Beat the crap out of them.
Yeah.
But again, they handled it very well. And the other thing, again, what is this thing? so far called action film Autopsy. What was great about Reacher, you know me, I always want the action to be better.
Right.
Reacher, hey buddy, here's your ticket to ride. You do whatever you want. You're Reacher. You
Right.
don't
Right.
do kung fu. I'm not expecting you to do kung fu. What I'm expecting you to do is what you did, which is wade the fuck through these guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
A lot of headbutts.
I love the hyper violence in this.
Oh yeah.
I
my
mean,
favorite fight in the movie is the prison fight, man.
yeah,
That was
I-
my favorite. Gouging eyeballs out of people's sockets. It was great.
through them.
Yeah.
I want to see it again. I love great kung fu, and you had
Right.
that in the intro. But I also love a fight scene that will make me react. My least favorite kind of fight scene is when I'm just sitting there and waiting for it to end, and
Right.
okay, whatever.
Mhm.
But in this one, man, I was going like, oh, geez, oh yeah, come on, yeah. And then-
Elbow smashes.
yeah,
More headbutts.
spoiler alert, something happens in the final, and Reacher didn't even do it, but in the final episode and the big blowout fight, there is a moment where, and blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Blood everywhere. And
It
I
was
went,
beautiful.
absolutely right. This is why I'm so happy I teamed up with you. You're absolutely right.
It scratched the itch. Definitely. It scratched the
created
action
it
itch.
and scratched it.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, Reacher. I mean, Reacher's great. I'm really looking forward to the next one. I'm sure it's going to be even better.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And
The second Reacher book is better.
oh, okay. How many books are there? Do you know?
I think I'm sure the crowd will tell us, but I believe it's more than a dozen at this point. And his
my
son
God. Okay.
wrote. He retired. Lee Child retired, and he brought in I think 2 of his sons to write. And I've heard from people who like the Reacher books, because I stopped reading that the
Okay.
new ones done by his sons are not good at all.
Oh,
I mean, they
Okay.
tripled down on his bad plotting.
gotcha. What I appreciate about the show, because remember, I'm new to this universe.
Right.
When I saw the Tom Cruise one, I didn't know he was supposed to be 6'5" until I heard complaints after the movie came out of fans of the book were like, he's supposed to be like Dolph Lundgren. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What I appreciated about the show was, it's nice to see big, huge, buff, beefy guys that are also intelligent. It's nice to see that.
Bingo. They promised me that the Batman would be about Detective Batman, and now they're saying that he is. But that was the great thing about Reacher. He was a combination of a guy named Travis McGee, who was from a bunch of books by John D. MacDonald, and Sherlock Holmes. And that's and they kept that. He's smart, he's sharp, and so that made me a little disappointed where the villain just confessed to everything at the end. It was like,
yeah, I was kind of like, what are you doing?
that was a confesso dump. That was
Right.
just a big confession dump. And it was like, you don't really? Are you that rushed? You had 8 hours to do this in.
Right. And I agree with that. I felt weird with that episode. I'm like, what are you doing? But
that's true of the book too. That's true of the book too.
oh, okay, wow, copy that.
Right.
Did you also enjoy the side characters?
Most of them except her.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she's fine.
I enjoyed them. Him
They
and
were
the
great.
chief.
I like them a lot. I have a problem with emaciated blondes playing normal people.
Okay.
Because you look at her and you go, you are not a normal person. I don't care what you say. Of course, he's not a normal person either. But he's not asking to be playing a normal person. I thought the rest of the show was cast with good normal people, with people that I could believe were real people, except her.
Okay.
What is she doing in this town, in this job?
Oh, I see.
It's like, no, you don't convince me you're that actual character.
Oh, okay. Copy
Well,
that.
it's not your fault. You're a very attractive young lady.
Right.
You know.
So
with
you didn't buy her in the action scenes, or you didn't buy the character?
She did
Both.
okay in the action scenes.
Okay.
When I get to the 355, my issue. But again, this is from the book,
Okay.
so I can forgive it. But I want women not to try to act like men in the fight scenes because I never find that convincing because it's not convincing. Women should fight smarter. They should be gouging out eyes. They should be hitting weak parts. They should
Groin,
be not making fist and punching
neck.
because
Right.
it's not as effective.
Right.
But hey, it's from the book, whatever. She was my least favorite casting choice in the show.
Okay. Okay.
I think
Copy
that's a lot better with an actor in that role.
Copy that. Copy that.
No,
But,
she's fine. She's fine.
Right. Right. Yeah. But besides the exposition dump that we got later, definitely action fans out there, you're going to be satisfied. You're going to be satisfied. It's very well done.
Too. And plot fans.
Yeah.
He's a great character. They did
Yeah.
Reaper proud in this.
Did you enjoy this sequence?
I enjoyed the whole. I was like, I don't do junk food anymore, but this was the best tasting junk food I've had in a long time. This didn't get me sick to my stomach. It didn't give me acid reflux.
Yeah.
I was eating up every second of the show.
Nice. Nice. Copy that. There you go, guys. Thumbs up from Samurai Guy and Rick Myers.
And from
Check out Reacher. Very well done.
or
Very
Sam-
well done.
I'm going to be like my friend Phat Samurai. I want to do my nickname, not my real name. The plot.
Oh, did the book end Bill Bixby's style here at the end? Did the book end this way?
That's Reacher's whole thing. Reacher never stays in one place. He's always traveling. That's his raison d'etre. They'll get into that as the series goes on. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Always. Yeah.
I was hearing that Incredible Hulk theme music when he was walking away.
That's a great piece of music, by the way.
All right.
And I was on the set of that show. I'm very proud.
Nice. Nice. I ran into Lou Ferrigno at a convention. He's huge, man.
He's awesome. He's awesome. He's a nice guy.
But yeah, he was nice. He was. I got my picture with him. And when people see the picture, they're like, "Dude, are you that big in real life? You're like just as tall as Lou Ferrigno." I was like, "Are you looking down?" And they're like, "Look, he's leaning over the table to take the photo with me." And they're like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Yeah, he's huge."
Yeah.
Let's get the 355 out of the way, and we'll end it with Book of Fett.
No, we can't do that because of my shirts.
Okay.
I have 2 more shirts on.
Oh, that's right. All right, let's do some Fett.
The last shirt.
Let's do the Book of Mando. Look at that. Prepared, man.
Star Wars. Okay. Mando.
But yeah, I'm definitely down for Reacher season 2 for sure.
Have you watched all of them?
Which one?
Mando. I mean, not Mando, Boba. Have you watched all of them?
Oh, yeah. I've seen them all.
Okay. Now, you agree with me? Something is up behind the scenes there. Something happened to that show.
Yes.
Marvel and Favreau, Filoni, they did a great job with Mando. So what's going on here? I mean, suddenly, are we at a meeting where they sort of lean back and go, all right, this is called the Book of Boba Fett. First rule of Book of Boba Fett, he doesn't have a book. Second rule of Book of Boba Fett, we're going to get to the 4th episode and then we're going to dump him for 2 hours. You're going to see him for 15 seconds in the next 2 hours. Well, why are we doing that, John or Dave? Don't ask. We just are. We're just going to, like I say, I call it the Book of Mando Fett at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm still going to investigate this. I'm going to still look into why they made this decision. I think they managed to nail the landing, but let me go through the action.
Sure.
This show has a problem, and I gave a name to that problem. First episode 1, directed by Robert Rodriguez, the executive producer of the Book of Boba Fett. And I started to go, as soon as the big fight happens in this episode, which is the fight with the assassins, I'm going, why are you diminishing your character?
Yeah.
why are you diminishing Boba? Why are you making Boba look weak,
Yes.
inexperienced?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is weak. He's recovering, but just because he's physically weak, he's damaged physically, it should not also make him stupid.
Exactly.
That was my problem. I'm saying you're making him seem
Incompetent.
inexperienced.
Yeah.
I mean, you already introduced him at the end of The Mandalorian with that awesome fight sequence, which showed him ba-boom, and now suddenly he's back in kindergarten. So I said, what is up with that?
Yeah.
All right. So then episode 2, it's directed by Stephanie Green,
Mm-hmm.
and we have him training with the gaff stick, him learning how to use it in his flashback. We have, and better yet, we have the fight with the speeder gang in the bar.
Yeah, that was a pretty good throwdown.
That was a very good throwdown. And again, that's not the Mando from the first episode. And the first episode is later. This is a flashback. He was that skilled then, and suddenly he's not that skilled anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He was almost as damaged then. He had already pulled himself out of the creature.
Right.
What the F, man? So I was sort of going, something's schizo here. Something's happening behind the scenes. And that was cemented for me by episode 3. Directed by the villain of this piece, Robert Rodriguez. And here, I'm a guy who likes people to act and fight believably. I like them to fight in character. And Boba was not fighting in character in the first episode. He was fighting in character in the second episode.
Mm-hmm.
Third episode, he's in the bath, and the Black Wookiee. Okay, let me ask all of you fat lovers out there. You are a Black Wookiee. You have been assigned to kill Boba Fett.
Badass looking too.
Yeah.
Mean.
Boba Fett is helpless. He's inside a healing bath. What do you do? This brings it back to the Hulk. I'm glad you mentioned the Hulk. Because the Hulk introduced that cliche. And I still do this joke when I'm watching a movie or I'm on a set or something, and I'm watching the fight scene, and the character chooses, rather than simply crush the person's throat, which they can easily do, bang, bang, many different ways.
Yeah.
Grab the throat, pick them up, and throw them. And my reaction is always, oh, we've got a thrower.
Yep. And a hugger. And a hugger.
We've got a thrower and a hugger. The Hulk used to do that all the time too. Lou Ferrigno's Hulk he wouldn't just put his fist all the way through somebody's body.
Right.
He would pick them up and throw them. And whenever I see that in the movie now, I'm going, what is wrong with you? What are you doing that for? That's not helping you. When you have your hands on somebody, destroy them.
Yes. Yes.
Don't just throw them away.
Several times, and then job out to the mods.
Yes.
Like easily. Like they had no issue taking him out. The characters we care nothing about had no issues destroying this badass Wookiee. And
again, and then I went back, Robert Rodriguez, I believe it's on Netflix. He did another kids movie called We Can Be Heroes, which was his superhero film. And that movie was so flawed and so unentertaining and so easy and lazy that I feel he brought that to this as well. He was given 2 episodes. My feeling is, may not be true, but on the basis of what I've seen, is that Favreau and Filoni got his episode. When I was the special media consultant for the rebirth of the Twilight Zone back in the 80s, I would sit in the screening room and watch different directors show up and show their finished Twilight Zone piece, their story, to the producer. And I remember there were certain guys who did a really bad job, and they would stand at the screen and try to explain it away and defend themselves. And I have a funny feeling that happened here. Everybody was so busy planning their episodes and everything else. And, you know, as you can see from this series, there was a lot going on and a lot of directors and a lot of special effects. So they probably let Rodriguez go do what he wanted. And then he comes back with these.
Yes, Spy Kids Rodriguez, not you know, Desperado or
we,
Dusto Don Rodriguez.
Or we can heroes. Just watch
Before,
and, you know,
before we move on,
yeah,
I have to remind everyone watching where Samurai Guy's head was at this point. Watching, but before I was already annoyed and kind of checked out, not really interested in what was really happening at all.
Yeah.
That was just me. There's people out there who are the opposite, but I just wasn't interested up to, like, when we got up to the third episode, I was already kind of checked out. So this is a clip. This is a clip of Samurai Guy and Lady Fat Blood drinking the sauce while watching, being completely, totally checked out from the story of Book of Boba Fett. Here you go.
Go ahead.
Oh shit. About to break it down. Star Wars style, baby. Breaking it down. Tusken Raiders, baby. It's Boba Fett, baby. Break it down. Put your stamps in the hair, baby. And wave your stamps like you don't care, baby. We're drinking alcohol, baby, to get through this bullshit. Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett, Boba Fett, baby. Oh, what? Oh my god. Manny's dancing over here, baby. Lady Fat Butt's drunk, baby. FhatSamuraiGuy is going, what the fuck am I watching, baby? What is this? What am I watching? What is this? What is this?
It's Rodriguez's Revenge is what you were watching.
So we were gone. So that's where we were at the moment. Just want to make sure everybody saw that slice of insanity. And now back to Rick.
Not being the McDonald's guy, I said the difference between the first, second, and third episode was so large. I'm saying I checked to see who was doing the next episode, episode 4, which was Kevin Tenturian.
Okay.
And that episode was awesome. Episode 4, where he's saving Finnick, he's killing the Sarlacc, he's killing the bikers, and also Steph Green in episode 2 had the train battle. The train battle was fucking awesome. And then we get to Rodriguez.
All right. But yeah, go ahead.
So I'm pretty sure what happened was that Filoni and Favreau looked at each other and said, we're going to have to dump. And also, if you guys have Disney Plus, go look at the descriptions of each episode in the, when you get onto the page before you choose what you want to see. See how incredibly nebulous the descriptions of the plots are. My feeling was they were behind the scenes just going, we're going to have to try to save this. And they did it by 5 and 6 by making a 2-hour Mandalorian movie, which was a love. And also it freed Dave Filoni to simply just pour his love for the so-called, non-official Star Wars plot lines and concepts and characters. He says, fuck it. I'm putting them all back in. I'm making them canon. I don't care what Kathleen Kennedy says.
Right.
And as such, it was just a love letter to Star Wars done by people who were in a position to do it beautifully. And they did. And then Bryce Dallas Howard in episode 5. And that was my favorite moment from an action standpoint in the entire series. And can you guess the moment? It's a moment that happens near the beginning of the 5th episode. Can you guess what I loved more than anything?
But you missed the amazing fight scene throwdown. We didn't talk about the kitchen, General Clevius. We didn't talk about General Clevius and the little robot ratch catcher.
I don't like anybody putting down characters. I don't like anybody diminishing characters. And so I ignored all that. But my favorite thing that happens in episode 5, starts at the beginning, is Mando wounds himself
Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting.
Himself.
Yeah.
That is incredibly accurate. The way they established that sword, how it got heavy if you didn't use it right, and he literally hurts himself with it. And I'm going, that's beautiful symbolism. That's
Yeah.
also very true. And also, again, it's a moment of truth. You know, it's easy for us who have watched the Stallone movies and the Schwarzenegger movies to think that fighting with any weapon is the easiest thing in the world. Shooting is the easiest thing in the world. Sword fighting is the easiest thing in the world because we see all these guys wiping out thousands with them.
Yeah.
Having shot things, having sword fit. So I didn't actually fight with a sword, but I've been in sword fights that we've choreographed and all the rest of it. None of it is easy.
Right. Right.
And it all has ramifications. And also, him wounding himself made you care about him, made you worry for him.
Yeah.
That's the art of a good fight scene. And then
and this fight scene, this opening fight scene, that was, what was this, like 2 minutes or less?
Yep.
I was just like, Mando he did something in one scene that was like 1 to 2 minutes that was more badass than anything Boba Fett has done in this whole entire show.
Yeah, which is obviously not Boba's fault.
No, it's not his fault. It's not Tamura's fault.
No.
You know, it's not his fault.
It's a shame. Unless, of course, he got cranky behind the scenes and caused everybody to say, you know, go to your trailer. But we'll see if we can find out. And in any case, in Filoni's episode 6, The Love Letter to Star Wars, heartwarming. And the 7th one, even though Robert Rodriguez directed it, I think by then, Filoni and Favreau were right out of camera range doing this. We're watching you. We're watching.
The only thing I heard about behind the scenes as of right now, I'm sure you're going to do your more research, but because Rick's on the hunt to figure out.
I always want to solve that mystery. I always like to solve movie mysteries.
The only thing I heard was he did mention that Tamura mentioned that he thought his character spoke too much, and he thought his character shouldn't have been out of the helmet that much. So I don't know if that caused problems, and they were like, "Well, we're going to take care of that," or he was just being polite about it, and it didn't really matter.
If Boba Fett is not in Mandalorian 3 and doesn't have a sequel, then that will explain a lot. Because that will all Robert Rodriguez. Because now they can move Robert Rodriguez out of the director's chair at this point, and he can still be an executive producer. But
right.
Problems with that on the set, you can tell from that lack. Then again, the final episode had a lot of heartwarming action, although it didn't make a lot of sense, but it still brought everybody up to it. I thought it was a good conclusion, not a great conclusion, but it certainly set us up for Mandalorian season 3.
Right. What did you think of, going back to the fights? What did you think of the armorer training sequence?
Oh yeah, that was also great because all 3 of those characters, masks on, fought in character.
Yeah.
To distinguish everybody's moves.
Yeah. I enjoyed when they threw down here for sure.
Yeah. It was awesome because that character who Mando was fighting has been in previous episodes of the Mandalorian. So you knew his character, and he fought in character as well. And because of the weight of the sword and what the armorer said about the sword, it again involved me in the fight because I wanted to see what would happen. And I'm still excited to see Mando at a future date figure out the sword and start fighting with it as opposed to against it.
Copy that.
It's very, very nicely done.
So the next episode after that, before we get to the end one, introduced us to Cad Bane, who they did him phenomenal, man. Like, he was so badass. And the same voice actor that did him on the series, they brought him back, which was cool. And you got to love Timothy, man. It was just really good. Really good stuff.
Yeah, I want him to have his own series as well. Because, again, it's all Sergio Leone, but also they threw in a huge hunk of Howard Hawks. If you haven't seen Howard Hawks' Westerns. So it was Sergio Leone, spaghetti Westerns, Howard Hawks, John Wayne Westerns. And and Lone Wolf and Cub.
Yes.
And and also again lovingly done. They didn't exploit them; they truly honored them. And yeah, it's just like again, it's the best time ever. I mean, it's been 60 years that I've been watching this, and I can't help but feel this is my platinum age of movie and TV watching. There's more quality things that are more loving
Right.
than I've ever seen. I mean,
So were there any
oh,
in the finale episode you were okay with?
it wasn't great, but it was certainly better than 1 and 3. I mean, I was
I
waiting
agree with that.
excuse me, episode 1 and 3 crap.
Right.
It wasn't crap. It was not.
Was there any nitpicks? Do you have any nitpicks on some of the action in that episode, or any like strategy mistakes or anything like that?
At that point, I knew it was useless to look for them. I mean, they had the mishmash, and I just wanted to get to the end of the episode without going, "Oh Jesus, what a piece of crap!"
Yeah.
And I didn't. I just sort of went, "Okay, they made lemonade. It's not the best lemonade I ever had. It's a little bit sweet. Those bikers just really fucked up the mix. Those guys were aspartame.
Yes. Yeah. Fuck the mods. Not a fan.
That could have been great.
Could have been.
But
it could have been. No.
Yeah.
And those doing the little fancy spinning around. I'm like, no, we don't care. We
You know,
don't care.
That was not only we don't care. I have to admit that was nonsense. That was again Robert Rodriguez goes, let's do something that looks cool.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
But in terms of strategy, I'm like, why are they just standing there? Don't they have rocket packs? Don't they have rocket packs? Like they can fly around.
Yeah.
And have the high ground.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, why are they just sitting here and getting shot at? Like, don't they have rocket packs? I mean,
basically, this episode could have been called the okay episode, which means literally okay. But also there are so many moments in the show, like when the monster was frightened by fire.
Yeah, like I was kind of like,
okay,
yeah, this worked. Everything else didn't work.
He's suddenly Frankenstein. You know, remember, we've seen these characters before. You've already established these characters.
He's suddenly Frankenstein. That's hilarious.
Yeah, so you know, this is good enough for shit. I'm just going to do what I want. I'm going to have fun. Screw the audience. I'm going to have fun. There are some times, and I like that, but the person has to be a better filmmaker for me to accept it.
Right.
And Robert was just funny. It was just funny.
I just got tired of them constantly shooting at the shields the entire episode. It's like, stop shooting at the shields.
That's right.
And then when the shields went away, and then when they got rid of the shields, they stopped shooting at them.
And again, they always, exactly. It's,
yeah. Now, did you enjoy the Rancor scene of him riding the Rancor? Did you enjoy that? Or you were just like, well, you knew it was coming, whatever.
And I wasn't happy when Mando tried it and was thrown off. But I loved it when Grogu put him to bed. And then went to sleep next to him. Because for me, I'm still looking for a sweatshirt that says, no, we're going to cure some ass, right out of No Way Home, where he says, we're going to kick some ass. And Tobey Maguire goes, no, we're going to cure some ass.
Right.
So Roku just cures some ass.
Yeah, he did. Jake Hall says, the Samurai Santa autopsy. I don't know. What to think about that one?
Autopsy me and Samurai.
It was
autopsying action films.
Yeah.
Autopsying ourselves. At least we hope not.
My problem, Rick, maybe you can help me out and explain it. My problem with so far, I enjoyed Wanda because it was different at the time.
I love Wanda.
Every show that's come out from Disney, I've enjoyed parts of it. I've had fun with parts of it.
Yeah.
But I've always got blue balls by the end of it. There's always something that bugs me about it.
Yeah.
But I think some of the problem is they're too short. I think they're trying to. I think these Disney shows need to be longer. Look at this. Look at the book of Boba Fett's only 7 episodes.
Well, I think 7 is an odd number.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they stopped it there.
Oh,
that's my feeling on it. I think
okay.
it was parade. And I think
Okay.
just
I don't know. I just feel
the last Star Wars movie, the rule for the Rise of Skywalker was just end it. End it.
you're probably right.
And
Did you think Cad Bane's death was earned, or did they pull a Darth Maul here, bringing in a badass, cool character, and he just jobbed?
dead.
Well, I mean, in
He's
the
not
show,
You
he's
saw
not.
the light on his chest. You saw his chest.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna have to go back then.
Watch that scene again. He has a little
Okay.
light on his thing there, and it's still
And Timothy's back. He's getting fixed,
also back.
which is
No,
cool.
nobody dies in Marvel. Nobody dies in Star Wars.
Copy that. Let's see. Was there anything
I
else?
started my career in comic books, and the biggest problem with writing comics, which is why I
Yeah.
don't write a lot of them anymore, is
Right.
that nobody ever dies and the story never ends.
Right. So before we go to 355, Rick, before I end my little rant review of Book of Boba Fett, before I do that,
Yeah.
you pretty much enjoyed it. The last 3 episodes saved it for you.
Yes and
What
no. Basically,
Okay.
at my age, I like making lemonade. And as you know, I do the autopsy, so I like to study it.
Right.
And of course, as far as I'm concerned, love the sequence on the train, the battle.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Love the 2 Mando episodes, and that's all I'm going to remember from this.
And now you have to watch it. Like you're forced to watch it now to find out. Like you're forced to watch the Book of Boba Fett. I'm saying to go to the next Mando season. Like you have no choice. Like you have to watch it because of what happens with Grogu and all that.
But that's why I take care of myself. I always say my kung fu is called "Don't hurt yourself."
Right.
The trick here is I make do.
Okay.
I just sort of go. I found my villain. I knew I came up with the solution. I solved the mystery so far.
Right.
Or maybe more to it. And I just sort of went, loved 5, loved 6. I went to 7. Please don't be awful. Please don't make me mad.
Right.
And I was prepared.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. 1 and 3 prepared me. 7, I wasn't surprised by. And I just went, all right, I knew what he was going to do, so I'm not going to be surprised by it. I'm going to be disappointed, but it still had moments in it where I sort of went, oh.
Right. Copy that. All right, really quick for me.
My favorite moment in 7, my single favorite moment in 7.
Okay.
Is Amy Sedaris spitting out her tooth.
Oh, that's your favorite moment?
Amy spitting out her tooth. I said, what a perfect comment for the episode. Yeah.
My favorite part of the last episode was Fennec being a fucking ninja and just destroying everybody at the end. I enjoyed that.
Her? Suddenly she's only in one. When she left.
Yeah, I was asking, where is she in the final battle?
Yes. And she's in one scene where she kills everybody. That's another clue to me that they were making lemonade, that they were just as fast as they could. All right.
It could be.
We were going to take episode 8 to take out all of these characters.
Right.
Ming, you just go kill them all. One scene. 2 minutes. Go kill them.
Gotcha. It was nice seeing an alien get hung, though. That was nice.
That was fucking awesome.
Really quick, I'm going to give my verdict, and then we'll go to 355.
Wait a minute. You know who that alien was, right?
The one I got hung?
By Robert Rodriguez.
Wow.
So they hung him.
Oh, wow. Interesting. All right. So Rick gives it a pass. So what I'm going to do really quick. So this is my issue with the show, and we'll wrap it up. There's some cool stuff in here. There's stuff I did enjoy. The problem, I think I think this series fails. And the reason why it fails is because you have my side of it that didn't give a shit about the first 4 episodes. Finally was interested when Mando showed up, and then we just got to end it. So I wasn't really fully satisfied. You can't count 2.5 episodes out of a 7-episode show does not make a great show. Good episodes.
Yeah, I would never.
But do you have the other side of it where you have fans, really big, huge Boba Fett fans that actually was so involved and loved the first 4 episodes and then was really pissed off when it became the Mando hour. And then at the very end, hey, let's out of nowhere, let's finally make Boba Fett badass and kill Cad Bane, at the time. And let's give him his moment, finally at the end, because, we have to. So I think even they were let down. I think the show fails on both counts. That's just me, though. That's just me.
No,
and and people that defend this show, and that's fine if you guys love the show. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't love
just me.
I don't love the show.
Oh, I'm just saying, just people watching it and enjoy the show. That's perfectly fine. You guys love the show. But, Samurai Guy is always got to be honest. And the defense for the show is, well, if you go back to the lore and the comics, the Boba Fett he had a family. He had children. He had a pet. He did this. He did this. And I was just like, that none of that matters, because the only thing that matters, even Boba Fett he was a mysterious badass introduced in Empire Strikes Back. And then Return of the Jedi, let's be honest, he got killed by a blind man. Okay? That was the last time we saw him. So you can't, none of that, we have to go off of what Disney's given us. And when Disney reintroduced the character to us, he was a mass murdering badass that kicked ass and took names.
Absolutely.
Okay? Destroyed everyone. This is the Boba Fett we were introduced to, reintroduced to.
And we loved. We wanted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how did the last shot of the Mando season end? It ended with Boba Fett walking into the chamber and shooting the guy in his head and taking his throne.
Yep.
That's what we were introduced to. We were introduced to Boba Fett Corleone. and then that's what I thought we were going to get. After that, every other episode was Boba Fett being incompetent. Not one decision he made. Like, it was always Fennec. Fennec's stock from this show has gone up. People love Fennec. Why? Because she was badass. She wasn't incompetent.
She was smart.
She was smart. She made all the right decisions. What did Boba Fett do majority of this show?
Awful.
I'm going to make a decision. And then somebody's random on the side goes, no, that's a bad decision. We need to do this. And then he goes, okay. That's him the whole show.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
So
you're
it's
right.
just like I think it just fails on both counts.
Well, you know what this is? This is the Star Wars syndrome. Phantom Menace. I went to Phantom Menace with all my friends the first night.
Mm-hmm.
They came out going, that was great. I'm going, are you insane? People wanted it to be great so much.
Yeah.
Compensated. And that's what happens here. Again, we were all excited about Boba Fett, just like you said. And then they put in this pod person, Boba Fett.
Right.
And we had to make, some people, it depends on how you react. I reacted by saying, all right, I'm going to solve this mystery. This is a fascinating mystery. And you just went, this is awful. I'm going to get drunk. And those are valid reactions. Well, mine isn't a valid reaction. Mine is.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. And it's a shame, but I guarantee that there's a story for it. There's a reason.
I think you're onto something. You have Darth Wayne here saying, understand your characters if you want your audience to understand them. Something I feel Favreau, for some reason, didn't.
Favreau did. Rodriguez didn't.
Right.
Was the executive producer of this.
Mm-hmm.
Favreau wasn't. Right. He was too busy with the next season of Mandalorian as well as his own Star Wars movie.
Copy that. Greg Garlou says, all jokes aside, I do get the feeling that there was definitely some interference somewhere, probably from Kennedy, because that's what she does, which is possible.
That's quite possible.
That's possible.
She wants to have her power as well. So,
yeah, it's very possible. Again, if you guys enjoy it, great. As long as you get entertained at the end of the day. But I was just kind of like, I feel bad for Tamura and some of the people involved with this because they deserved better.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. Now,
so thumb downs for me. So it is time for the 355. I tried to get to the theater. I tried to get to the theater to see it. Well, hold on. Let me blow you up. Hold on.
Atomic Blonde.
Oh yeah.
Another.
I'm assuming the action, the very well done action in Atomic Blonde. I'm assuming you see none of that in this film.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, I felt in Atomic Blonde that the action was well done from scene to scene. However, the Atomic Blonde in the first action sequence was not the Atomic Blonde in the second action sequence or the Atomic Blonde in the third action sequence. She fought completely. She lost her ability to fight as the film went on. And I was getting a little pissed by that.
Okay.
So here we go.
Beard is looking epic, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, so 355. This was directed. All you really need to know about 355. It's co-written and directed by the man who made X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Oh, yikes.
And 355 was conceived on the set of Dark Phoenix. And
yikes.
It was the official fight choreographer for 355 was James Embry, who also was the fight coordinator on the new Kenneth Branagh Murder on the Orient Express, as well as the Kenneth Branagh Artemis Fowl. The worst movies in the decade. So he was involved in the action on this one. So here we go. 355 was conceived by Jessica Chastain and the director on the set of Dark Phoenix. And I started watching it, and she's not in the beginning. They have the setup. They have, and over the years, over my 60 years of studying these movies, I've learned a couple of things. First thing is, you have a mediocre movie when the movie starts. The very first shot of the movie is an aerial view of the area or the city in which the movie takes place. As soon as I see that, I said, all right, nobody's inventive here. Nobody's imaginative here. They're gonna take the easy route. They're gonna take the easy route. So I figured, all right, as soon as I saw that, I went, oh dear. And then they go into the villain and they go into a whole bunch of villains. That's the other problem. I always know it's going to be a mediocre James Bond movie when the first sequence is about the villain and not about James Bond. And so the beginning of this movie about the villains.
Yeah.
Then the nails in the coffin come very quick in this movie. The next nail is that we have a villain in a Brazilian mansion or whatever, and a French villain comes in to get. They have a super secret, super powered chip that can do anything. It can wipe out a satellite. It can turn off all the electricity and everywhere at the same time. They introduced it immediately. No setup, no background. That's it. There's your MacGuffin. Okay, everybody wants the MacGuffin. That's bad enough. Next nail. When I saw the original Brandon Lee The Crow, after watching it, I coined a phrase for the kind of movie it was. I called it a City of Assholes movie. What a City of Assholes movie is a movie in which every character acts the way they're supposed to be. If they're supposed to be tough, they aren't tough. They act tough. They act tough very badly. Let me act tough. Hey, Phat, you think you got this great channel, huh? Let me tell you, you don't. All the acting is awful.
Oh no!
It's energetic.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the director said, "Talk faster, talk with more energy." But they were all doing caricatures. I've met real military people. I've met real spy. I've met real cops. I've met real everybody.
Yeah.
In so many different industries in my life. And people don't. I don't want to see movie. I want to see movie characters. I want to see characters. I don't want to see stereotypical. So, all right. So that's established. I said,
Okay.
well, okay, hopefully the action will be good. Any of you watchers, if you are cat fight fetishists, if you love yourself a cat fight, you have found your movie of choice.
But is it a good cat fight though? Can you see it?
Well, I've had friends who've already reacted to the movie saying it was fine. If you just want action, if you just want cat fights, if you want women fighting, if you want a lot of action and you don't care, again, if you go to McDonald's and you just fill up on McDonald's, not even Wendy's, not even Burger King, McDonald's,
right,
and you love it, and you come out, and you do the, I'm loving it.
I'm loving it, yeah.
You're saying that, then you're fine.
Right.
Go to McDonald's. By all means, go to McDonald's. So if you just want to see a lot of people moving and a lot of women, so the next thing that happens is they introduce Jessica Chastain's character, and she's at the CIA and she's in the gym and she's doing, for me, the equivalent of the same thing that happened in the previous scene, except from an action standpoint. She is fighting with a guy on the mat.
Okay.
I think she says right away when, one of her teachers comes by and says, "You're doing it?" She goes, "Yeah, get close and hit real hard." And I'm going, you shouldn't say that. Get close and take out their eyes.
Yeah.
Destroy them. But don't do it by making a fist and punching them in their solid bone. This is the stupidest thing you can do. And you don't have a novel to rip this off from like Reacher does. Reacher has a reason for what he does, and Reacher fights the character. She's doing the worst kind of fighting. And so this movie is filled with women. This guy, I'm almost guaranteeing you that the director, co-writer of this movie took a script he already had that was filled with male spies. And he gave it, and he made all the characters female and changed nothing else.
It's possible.
He just had all the women act just like men, fight like men, fight the same as each other. That's the other thing I hate about these movies, where nobody fights in character. All these women are interchangeable. The only thing that's changeable is their skin color and their nationality.
Right.
Also, I love the way he establishes. You can tell that he had other female characters in his all-male spy movie because those were the soft ones. Those were the ones who cried all the time. Every scene, they're crying. And they're, I don't know, oh. And it's like, oh. But finally, I said, all right, I'm gonna take the bullet, if you'll excuse the expression, for Phat Samurai.
I appreciate it.
Bullet for my man. I'm gonna make it all the way through this movie. There is a fight in a meat locker.
Okay.
Between Jessica Chastain and another female character. And they're fighting and they're doing all the male action stuff and they're flipping each other. The other girl has a meat hook because they're in the meat freezer and she's trying to use it. And Jessica Chastain grabs it and flips her. And she crashes to the ground. And then there is a shot of Jessica Chastain, a close-up of Jessica Chastain doing this. And then there's a shot of the other woman. Literally that. She stops. She has thrown the woman to the ground. She has her, the woman is at a disadvantage. She has her where she wants her, and she stops. And they cut to the woman, and the woman turns over and pulls up a knife.
Why?
Okay, I'm done.
Why?
It's not even a
was that sounded like she threw her and was like, "Oops, I didn't mean to do that."
Not even oops. She threw her and goes, "Now I'm going to wait for her to react."
Oh no!
I'm not going to press my advantage. I've thrown her to the ground. I am not going to crush her throat. I am not going to break her neck. I am not going to deafen her ears. I'm not going to hit her in the kidney. I'm not going to kick her in the crotch. I'm going to wait for her to recover.
Oh no!
And I went, I'm done. I mean, I won't even it's just like I could tell I was just going to suffer. So I went on to Wikipedia and I went on to moviespoiler.com and I read what happens in the rest of the story. And I went, I made the right choice. But if you want a lot of action and a cat fight, lots of cat fights, go for it, man. Go for it. Enjoy.
I love cat fights, but it's got to be entertaining, though.
Well, you decide, buddy. You decide. It has a good cast.
I don't know, man. I knew something I've heard it's bad, but from other, I was reading some blogs and stuff, but
it's not as bad.
I knew something was wrong when when it's released in January. Fuck you, it's January month. But I knew something was wrong when I think it was like, Rick, remind me. I think it was like a year and a half ago, where we saw the first trailer for this, and then I forgot about it. I was like, what happened? Because when we saw the recent trailer, I think at the end of last year, I was like, oh yeah, that movie.
COVID happened.
Oh, is that what happened? Okay.
COVID happened, but also it was, and the studio knew it was terrible, but they knew
that's why they released it in January.
They could put out.
Yeah.
And also they knew it was a woke movie. But I'm afraid that it's another one of those deceptively insidious woke movies, like the new version of Tomb Raider and many other new movies featuring women in action roles.
Like it's not really woke. It just people perceive it that way. Yeah.
Sabotaging the genre.
Yeah.
If they have a movie with a bunch of women that doesn't succeed, they'll be able to go to the studio and go, well, we can't make more of these. It's clear that women can't open action movies. Guys, the audience wants to see, men in these roles. The women can't carry it. I mean, I see them do that for Asians. I've seen them do that for African Americans. I've seen that do that for women. There are 80% of the producers do that out in Hollywood. They set them up to fail. The only guys who don't is Marvel. Marvel's the only company that doesn't set up its genres or its directors or its actors to fail.
It's just sad because it's like the blueprint is there. There's so many great action movies with female lead. Like there's so many good action movies out there.
But you know what I said? Orson Welles said it in 1942. Hollywood is not about money. It's about ego.
Well, there you go. Well said. So thumbs down, guys, for the 355. By all means, if you're curious, definitely check it out for yourself and then let us know on the next podcast if you guys enjoyed it. But it's sad too, because we do have a great cast here. It's just
do the best they can. Well, Jessica Chastain is just a total stereotype. And she's playing into it. I liked her better in ABBA, ABA. She's in that action movie ABBA. It's not a great movie. But
no, it's bad. But she was better in terms of the action, huh?
Yeah, she was an assassin in that too.
Right. Yeah. All right. Copy that. We went over a lot today.
Had fun.
We watched some trailer reactions. It kind of seems like it kind of went well because we didn't get any comments from you guys in chat saying, where'd you go? YouTube block you guys. So yay. Woo. Success. Was there anything else, Rick, before we wrap it up, my friend?
I remember. Well, yeah, again, we leave it up to you guys to try to help us name this. It's the action film Autopsy. You've seen what the whole thing is about now.
Yeah.
And it's Phat Samurai and it's Kung Fu Santa. So, we were coming up with all sorts of names. Frank Jang, our good buddy, was trying to come up with names too. He came up with Enter the Phat Samurai, and I was going the Fat Dragon too.
Yeah.
From those things. But we would like a catchy name that involved the fact that we're analyzing and doing autopsies on action films to make them better and put them back together. And it has the two of us now. It used to be Professor Rick's action film Autopsy, but it ain't just Prof. Rick anymore. It's also Phat Samurai.
Yeah. So I know you've been letting us know in the chat right now, but let me know in the actual comments of the video too, because I'm not going to scroll through an hour and a half of chat. Let me know in the comments so I can get to it quickly, guys. But yeah, we'll give you a shout out if we pick one of them. And that's what the show's called moving forward. We will definitely give you guys a shout out for sure.
We may test out some. If we have a bunch that might work, we'll let you guys decide.
Yeah, maybe we'll pick a few and we'll do a poll.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Samurai and
But
Fat.
yeah, let me know in the comment, the actual, not in chat, but in the comment section of the video, so that way I can get to it a lot easier. All right, guys. Oh, go ahead, Rick.
The Action Film Autopsy website will probably disappear as of April 29th. But the Action Film Autopsy Facebook page will remain alive. So you can also comment on that and other places.
Yeah, for sure. And you can follow Instagram, Mr. Rick Myers on Instagram in the description box below. Information is there. Oh, yeah. And thanks again for watching, you guys. Oh, really quick. Tomorrow early, it's early for Samurai Guy, if you guys are in my area, but hang out with me and director Ruben. That's right. Arnaz. That's right. We're going to talk about his film Scavenger, post-apocalyptic action martial arts movie. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific. I haven't scheduled yet, but if you guys want to hang out with me and him tomorrow, by all means, it'll be great to have you guys hanging out, talking movies. And thank you, Brolacan. He says, great show. Thank you all for watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys on the next Film Action Autopsy podcast that could be renamed by one of you. So let us know in the comments below. That's right. Because as of right now, we don't get nothing. It's going to be Rick and the Fat Man for a while. All right, guys. Keep watching movies. Keep enjoying shows if that's your thing. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.